to do, but we've got to find a way of doing it.
Pani Michaela, Koller?
Yeah, on the topic of innovation, I think in principle, certainly this industry has proven in the past and is also currently proving a great deal of will to innovate. There is really great efforts ongoing. I think what we need to get better is to say that actually we can't do it alone. What we need, and I think it came really through in the presentation we heard from Dr. Wade, we need knowledge sharing much more. We need partnership, public-private partnership, because, you know, the public can help, of course, companies in doing the right thing. Take natural catastrophes, urban planning, zoning, basically determining the right areas where you can actually build your homes that are in a safe place. These things, there is tremendous value, and also still the scale for improvement, I think, is still there. I also think education on prevention measures. I think you mentioned it beforehand, people get better at realizing their risk. And here again, we need to talk to politicians that they do not undermine efforts that some private citizens take, especially also natural catastrophes. We had it just increased last year with the fires that came up. And then when you have an election and the politicians go and say, we pay everything, then everybody who took out insurance beforehand obviously feels kind of stupid. So we need to also get this understanding where we have insurable risk, they should stay out, but where things are uninsurable or where we have huge losses and we need an insurer of the last resort, there we could maybe think about really this partnering. So knowledge sharing, education, prevention, partnership to increase
Dziękuję
innovation.
bardzo. Pan Dr. Wade.
So is the insurance industry innovative? So I would say yes and no. So the yes part, I think there is a big need for fresh ideas and innovation, since the world is changing, the market is changing. And I have colleagues who are really bright people, and they come up with very good ideas. But on the no part, I think I'm not an actuary, but my feeling is from many discussions with colleagues from the underwriting departments and other departments that innovation is in the education of actuaries not a central part of the education of actuaries. It's more about looking for patterns in available data, and that has some impact on the culture in insurance companies, I think. That has to do with that you think before you do something, you think about will it work, and then it should work. So there is not really a culture of failure that probably, if you look to Apple or other innovative companies, there you have 100 ideas, and if it's okay if 2 or 3 of them will survive and they bring the money, something like that, I think is not really matchable with the view on the data in the actuarial in the insurance industry in general. Nonetheless, I think there is a need, and there are really interesting ideas. And for example, also in what we mentioned before, physical risks, that people try new ways to use the knowledge, also the quantitative knowledge, to change their products more to the client needs and be innovative in this part, not totally new products, just restructure the existing products. So there is innovation, but I think it's quite a cultural challenge for the employees in a typical, at least I can say it for my company, but we are a very innovative reinsurer, of course.
Dziękuję bardzo. To jest szczególnie istotna, innowacyjność jest szczególnie istotna w kontekście wzrostu wartości zakładów ubezpieczeń. To jest ten pierwszy wykład, który powiedziała pani Mary Trussell, także to jest dosyć istotna kwestia. Jak Państwo sądzicie, czy ubezpieczyciele napotykają konkurencję, która przejmuje od nich ryzyka trudno ubezpieczalne? Chodzi w szczególności o rynek europejski.
I would say there are 2 main sources of competition. The first one are clients themselves retaining more risks or even creating their own captives and transferring less risks to the insurance industry. And that can be considered a source of competition, even if it's also an indicator of evolution, as I said before. The other source of competition are the capital markets. So I don't have a problem with insurance industry cooperating with the capital markets, but when they become an alternative to our industry and a competitive alternative, it's all good and fine, but they tend to have a more opportunistic approach to insurance. So while our industry is here in the long run, hence sustainability is important to us, the capital markets tend to focus on the deal and try to make money out of the deal and then move on to the next deal. We are here for the long run. We are here to play a role. And by the way, insurance is one of the pillars of the economy. So we have to be here for the long run. Otherwise, the economic system wouldn't work. Capital markets can have a different approach to insurance.
Panie doktorze?
No, myślę, że w tej części pozwolę sobie troszkę więcej powiedzieć i powiedzieć o takiej dziwnej konkurencji, jaką firmy ubezpieczeniowe mają w Polsce w postaci działalności naszego rządu. Jesteśmy chyba jedynym krajem znanym mi, który wydaje średnio rocznie na odbudowę po skutkach sytuacji kryzysowych czy klęskach żywiołowych około 1 miliarda złotych, czyli nieco ponad 200 milionów euro. Zdarzył się rok 2010, gdzie nieomal cała ta kwota poprzez system ubezpieczeń społecznych trafiła bezpośrednio do poszkodowanych. Czysta gotówka z rączki do rączki. Co się wówczas stało? Niektóre z naszych firm ubezpieczeniowych postanowiły popełnić samobójstwo.